This is a stock NASCAR racing at Le Mans. Yes, you heard it right. The heavy, robust, and loud race car boldly competed in the 2023 24 Hours of Le Mans and managed to finish the race and make a lasting impression on the spectators. It raced against cutting-edge prototypes and even outperformed GT spec race cars like Ferrari and Porsche. And the beautiful sound of its V8 engine woke up the mechanics sleeping in the pit box. Every fourth minute the car went on the start-finish straight. This unprecedented moment will undoubtedly be etched into the storied history of Le Mans. Let's start with the car used in the race. It was the NASCAR-branded next-gen Chevy Camaro ZL1. These next-gen cars were specially designed by NASCAR to revolutionize the racing experience. With aerodynamic upgrades, including a sleek rear diffuser and other modifications inspired by conventional race cars, these next-gen cars were built to dominate. The goal? To take NASCAR racing beyond its usual oval tracks and onto traditional circuits like the iconic COTA. But that's not all. This wasn't just about racing on regular tracks. It was about pushing boundaries and making history. The dream of NASCAR's chairman and CEO, Jim France, was about to become a reality. Picture this: a NASCAR car, notorious for its thundering left turns, tearing it up at the most legendary endurance race in the world. And thanks to the incredible efforts of Garage 56, this dream was about to come true. The NASCAR Garage 56 entry, a striking blue and gold Chevy Camaro, emerged as a unique and unconventional participant in the 24 Hours of Le Mans. Commissioned by NASCAR, this extraordinary machine serves as an ambassador for stock car racing on an international scale. Garage 56 say that the systems and components of the Chevrolet Camaro ZL1 are largely unchanged from the next-gen race car that competes weekly in the NASCAR Cup Series because they wanted to prove that stock NASCAR cars can compete and race against traditional race cars. However, except for the 670 horsepower V8 engine and the suspension, everything else had to change. As weight is very important, lots of carbon has been introduced to reduce the weight of the car by 300 kilograms. The Le Mans track is a unique racetrack. It has really long straights, but it has slow corners too. So the cars have to generate good amount of downforce. And for this reason lots of winglets were put on the Camaro to generate the required downforce. Another big change is the sequential gearbox. NASCAR's gearbox won't work on a track like Le Mans, and most importantly it is not made for a 24-hour race. So they had to equip the car with a sequential gearbox like the rest of the Le Mans grid. The other changes made to the car to prepare it for endurance racing were functioning headlights and taillights, a larger fuel cell, carbon brake discs, and specially designed Goodyear Eagle Race tires. To keep the true spirit of NASCAR alive, Garage 56 took a daring approach. Functional doors were cast aside, just as you'd see in the NASCAR series, and instead, the drivers relied on the windows for entry and exit. This unconventional touch added an extra thrill to each pit stop, as the crew swiftly maneuvered to service the number 24 car. And here's where things get crazy. Unlike other cars with high-tech automated jacks, the Garage 56 crew had to rely on manual jacks to lift the 3-ton machine a staggering 25 times throughout the race. Just imagine the rigorous training and incredible teamwork required to execute flawless pit stops under such intense pressure. But the true heart and soul of the NASCAR Camaro ZL1 lies in its roaring engine. And Garage 56 kept it with one goal in mind. From the electrifying start to the final lap, the engine's breathtaking roar echoed through the track, ensuring that the spirit of NASCAR was felt by all who witnessed this remarkable feat. Garage 56 has gained a reputation for pushing the boundaries of innovation in the legendary 24 Hours of Le Mans, and one of their most notable experiments was the Nissan DeltaWing. This breathtaking race car boasted a truly unique design that left spectators in awe. Its distinct feature was the close proximity of its front wheels, strategically positioned to minimize degradation and maximize performance. With the body built for superior downforce, the DeltaWing seemed destined for extraordinary accomplishments. However, despite its promising potential, DeltaWing's racing career fell short of the milestones everyone anticipated. Its time on the track was regrettably brief. If you want to learn more about this car, let me know in the comments, and I will upload a video about it. And make sure to subscribe and turn notifications on to not miss when the video gets uploaded. Now let's go back to the Camaro. Garage 56 was smart when choosing drivers for this project, as their feedback was pivotal in the development of the car. The lineup of Mike Rockenfeller, a 3-time winner at Le Mans, Jimmy Johnson, a legendary NASCAR driver, and Jason Button, a Formula One champion, was a power move by Garage 56 and helped the team maximize the result they achieved in the race. But before we talk about the race, let's talk about the pace of the Camaro. Put into its own class for the race, it was known that the car will not be racing for trophies. Garage 56, which started 39th, was benchmarked with the GT sports cars when it arrived at Le Mans. The thinking was that while the Camaro's V8 would rip down the straightaways, the GTs would handle better in corners. But the pace of the Camaro was faster than anyone expected. It was lapping 4 seconds faster than the fastest GT entry and 24 seconds slower than the hypercar category. It ran at the front of the GT class for a while, putting it in the high 20s overall in the 62-car field. Unfortunately, a driveline issue sidelined the Camaro for an hour in the garage before continuing the race. After its time in the garage, the car finished where it started, 39th. To finish was a win in itself. But to compete against the GTs and overtake them was an amazing milestone. Garage 56 completed the grueling 24-hour endurance event, leaving a lasting impression on the fans and showcasing the reliability and performance of the NASCAR Camaro. Another story that took the headlines of the race was the triumphant return of Ferrari to the legendary endurance race. After a 50 years absence, they returned and managed to win on their first try, making it one of the greatest stories in Le Mans history. And if you are interested in how Ferrari did that, check the video in the top right corner. The NASCAR Garage 56 entry at Le Mans signified a groundbreaking moment for stock car racing. Jenson Button, Jimmy Johnson, and Mike Rockenfeller, along with the entire team, proved that NASCAR can compete on the world stage. The project aims to attract the attention of European auto manufacturers, potentially leading to collaborations and overseas events. NASCAR's ability to adapt and compete at Le Mans demonstrates its commitment to innovation and growth. Their performance at Le Mans exemplified the spirit of endurance racing and showcased the capabilities of the NASCAR Camaro ZL1. With eyes set on the future, NASCAR aspires to captivate new audiences, push technological boundaries, and continue making an impact in the world of motorsports. Thank you guys for watching. If you liked the video, make sure to subscribe and check the other videos about some legendary stories.